So starting to think about your set design and drawing a set design, there are some really important things that you need to include. So the first thing I would draw on my piece of paper is S, R and SL, indicating stage right and stage left. We know that. That also tells the examiner that you understand what stage right is and what stage left is. And also in your justifications, if you talk about on the right side of the stage, then they're able to easily identify that. So I'm going to show you two set designs that I'm going to draw for you. Now, my drawing's not the best. I'm certainly sure all of you will be able to draw a lot better than me, but it does give you an idea of how to do it. Now, you can do this as three-dimensional, or you could do it as a 2D, so a sort of bird's eye view. Now, my first staging set design that I'm going to draw is going to be in thrust staging configuration. So you should be using a ruler. However, the way I've had to film this, I haven't got a ruler that can fit in the space here, so I've just got a tiny bit of wood. So I'm going to do this by starting off to draw the thrust section of the stage. So I would start off with something like that. Now, the most important thing is on any stage configuration is to identify where the audience are. So I draw a little line with an A in a circle. And that's telling the examiner that you are able to identify where the audience should be within this stage configuration and set design. I would also write the name of the stage configuration on this, just so the examiner is perfectly sure. So, okay, so I've just written config there, and they'll understand what that means. So the moment I have chosen to create my set design for is the moment that we see the reenactment of the boys on the pontoon. I think this configuration really lends itself to that particular moment. I also wanted to create a quite an intimate feel, which is why I've decided to have audience on three sides. So remember, my set design is anything that is on the stage. That includes props, pieces of scenery, and furniture. So I would have possibly a little stool here. I would have a little stool here, and I would have a little stool here. Now, if I wanted to identify the characters, I could draw just little stick figures on there. But then I would need to label those as well. So I would personally have Dan in the centre. So we have Dan, Tom and Joe sitting on those stools in the centre. I might even draw a little fishing rod going over the edge of the staging configuration. However, the examiner would have no idea what that is, so you would need to label it as fishing rod. I would also do that as stool. You don't need to do that for everyone, because they would understand that you're pointing to that as a fishing rod. It's the same all around. Okay. Now, in my set design, because this is a non-naturalistic play, I've decided to keep it extremely minimal, and that's how I would leave my thrust configuration.